What's going on, my people? There's a topic that I see on Twitter right now that is driving me absolutely insane. And I just wanted to give and open your guys' eyes on my opinion on why Ben Whittaker is nowhere near ready to face David the Mexican Monster Benavidez. All right? First of all, you're talking about a guy in David Benavidez who is the same age as Ben Whittaker at 28 years old, right? I want you guys to go back and look at both of these men's resumes and tell me, when was the last time David Benavidez faced a fighter with a losing record? When was it? 2015, when he was 18 years old against Felipe Romero, okay? Nobody remembers that fight, okay? This was David Benavidez 10 years ago. He's 28 now. So, if he was 18 years old when he had his last professional fight against somebody with a losing record, when was Benjamin Whittaker's last fight against somebody with a losing record? Keep in mind here, they're the same age. Ben Whittaker is a silver medalist in the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games, but decided to start his professional career a little bit later. But that's why I'm saying that there are levels to this. When was Benjamin Whittaker's last fight against somebody with a losing record? 2024. Yes. Literally a year ago. When you look at the fighter that Benjamin Whittaker just fought last night, Benjamin Gavazi, this dude, yes, he had a 19-2 record, but when you look at the fighters that Gavazi had fought against, I'm not even playing around, dude. He had one fighter that had a winning record, but the rest of the fighters after that, Gavazi was fighting nothing but the worst buckets that I have ever seen. You're talking about guys with 120 losses and taking those guys to decision. This dude, yes. You're talking about, look at who Benjamin Gavazi has fought. Look at the people he has fought. And tell me that is a great win from Benjamin Whittaker. He did what he was supposed to do and knocked that guy out in the first round. But there's a difference, big difference in levels of competition when it comes to the sport of boxing. David Benavidez has not faced anybody with a losing record since 10 years ago. Now look at the fighters that he has been fighting now. Benjamin Whittaker, the same exact age, but fighting dudes that are, I mean, you could find somebody better than Gavazi to step in there with, so that way the critics, boxing fans, will be able to assess this win with Ben Whittaker and maybe give him actually a little bit more credit. I see people out there saying it is possible that Benjamin Whittaker could beat David Benavidez. You guys, the dude that Benjamin Whittaker just beat, I need you to go look at his resume, please. Some of the worst fights that I have ever seen, Gavazi had beat these guys. And in my opinion, it just shows that there's levels to this, man. You know, Benjamin Whittaker got the first round knockout. Everybody's excited, but this guy who he fought, Gavazi, was horrible. I mean, absolutely horrible, okay? And the fact that people are trying to say, oh, Benjamin Whittaker, David Benavidez, better watch out, 175-pound weight class, better watch out. There are levels to this, my friends. And Benjamin Whittaker ain't even on that level, and I don't think he'll ever be on that level of being able to compete with these guys, okay? First, give him David Morrell before you step him in the ring with David Benavidez. I guarantee you Morrell shocks Benjamin Whittaker. It's absolutely insane to see that people are even trying to argue that Benjamin Whittaker deserves to be in the same talks as David Benavidez. There are so many reasons that you could look at this and say no. Just off of resumes and just off of who Benjamin Whittaker is selecting, we all can see that they decided to take the easy routes, my friends. And we all understand, of course, that was the first fight for Matchroom, the Matchroom deal with Eddie Hearn and everybody. So Eddie Hearn is trying to give this guy an easy opponent. But don't sit on Twitter and try to act like, oh, Benjamin Whittaker looked absolutely amazing last night. He'll be giving David Benavidez problems. That is not. That dude who Benjamin Whittaker fought yesterday, I could probably beat him. No joke. Okay? Just wanted to give my take on that, my friends, and put a stop to all the Benjamin Whittaker versus David Benavidez talks. You know, this is something that we could talk about 2-3 years from now. Not right now. I'm telling you guys right now, silver medal or not, David would sweep the floor with this kid, man. My name is Alex Ramos. This is the MMA Boxing Addict channel. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm